Ooh. Hey, you guys. Welcome back to the Prosperity Podcast. I am your host, Samia, and I am here with a special guest, Sky.
What's up, you guys? Happy to be back.
Thanks for coming back.
Anytime.
It's always a pleasure.
For sure. I'm excited.
So today, the episode is about standing on business.
Standing on business.
Standing on business. Okay. So, this episode is about standing on business and what does standing on business mean to you?
Yeah.
And I did this fun little thing on my story a month or two ago asking what does standing on business mean to my followers. And I'm going to read a few of the responses because I had some good ones.
They were good.
They were. So somebody said holding my own self accountable on things that no longer serve me. Another person said stand true to the things that align with my heart and mind. Somebody said being a person of your word. You said it, stand on it. Another person said no excuses and standing 10 toes down. Another person said if I'm going to do that shit, then I'm going to do it, period. Somebody said keeping my word, setting boundaries, and being productive. Another person said speaking up for yourself, not letting anyone try to play you. And another person said staying disciplined and doing everything you set out to, not allowing distractions to interfere. I love that one.
Yeah, I like that one. I think that encompasses everything.
I think so, too. To me, standing on business is minding your business, being accountable, being a woman of your word. Want to do something, don't do it. Stand on it.
Yes.
Like, that's what standing on business means to me. Like,
yeah,
doing what I say I'm going to do, and if I don't want to do it, I'm not doing it. And meaning what I say. Doing what I say and meaning what I say.
Yes, I love that.
What do you think standing on business means? Like, what standing on business mean to you?
Standing on business is just, like you said, following through with what I said I was going to do, whether if it's like, I'm going to try to do this by the end of the year. Like, stand on it. And if you really ain't messing with somebody, stand on it. You know what I mean? Like, all that wishy-washy stuff. No, stand on what your decision is. And being conscious about what's coming out your mouth, because once you say something, you can't take it back. So stand on it. That's what you said. That's how you felt. Stand on it. So I think standing on business is just important to be just a thorough person, being a stand-up person. I feel like that just comes with it.
I agree. I feel like standing on business is, it's funny because, like, I feel like on social media, people use stand on business as, like, they make standing on business just like a nigga thing.
Yeah,
like,
I ain't talking to that nigga no more.
I'm standing on it. Like,
all right,
stand
girl.
on business with your goals, too, not just niggas.
I ain't heard a goal since.
Don't just be standing on business with niggas. Stand on business with your goals, too, with your life. And make people stand on business with how they treat you.
Exactly.
I'm making people stand on how they treat me.
Right. Honestly.
For real.
Because because you can feel it. You can feel it when something's off with somebody. So rather somebody just stand on it than
fake it.
Fake it. Don't fake it with me. You gotta fake it for me, little mama.
Nah, for real. What's the time where you had to stand on business?
I think standing on business is like being really true to yourself and how you feel. So, as you know, like I have a lot of clients and things like that, and it's came up, with one of them that, I had to drop them as a client just because they were kind of like, inconveniencing me. A lot of their requests were outrageous. The timeline they wanted me to deliver stuff was outrageous, So I had to come to them and just, say like, hey, this isn't about to work. But leading up to that was so difficult for me because I wanted to stand on business by staying with this client. I told them I'd deliver and I want to keep doing that. But I think also standing on business is standing on what you feel.
Yeah. Because and how people make you feel.
Yes, because, this person wasn't sitting with my spirit. I don't have any ill intent with them or anything. It was just anytime I had to do a project or interact with them, it was just really hard for me. And, I can't be my best self if people are throwing me off. So just telling them, I don't think it's going to work. And they were like, cool, so all that. Sometimes standing on business is hard, but the outcome is great.
I like that. I like that.
What about you? What's the time you had to stand on business?
So I feel like I be standing on a lot of business.
Hey.
These days.
Yeah.
No, I feel like sometimes I'm going to tell a story, but before I get to that story, I feel like I stand on business in my business, with my business.
You do.
good and bad. Sometimes I'll have clients that might not like my work. They might not like the outcome of the wig that I made them, and I have to stand on business.
Right.
I have to make it right. I have to stand behind my product. You know
You
what I
do,
mean?
yeah.
So standing on business ain't always a thing where you're standing on business against somebody else. Sometimes standing on business is being accountable too.
Yes, I do.
You know
too
what I
think-
mean?
Yes, definitely.
So I definitely been standing on business in that area, just trying to make things right and just being a bigger person, you know.
Yeah.
And I stood on business. Woo! I was so proud of myself on this story I'm about to tell. I had a friend. We were really good friends, and it just got to a point where I just felt like things weren't genuine no more. I felt like I was being talked about. I was being discussed. You know how you can just feel things
Yes.
sometimes. Like I just felt like it wasn't right. And make it long story short, somebody came to me and told me that this person was talking about me, blah, 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 blah. I gave my friend an opportunity to keep it a stack, let me know how she felt.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't. I was already cool mentally. Like I mentally had already disconnected from the friendship because I just felt like it wasn't serving me. I can't trust you. Once I can't trust you,
What you here for?
for
What
real.
are you here for?
What are you here for? So, you know, like I said, I gave her the opportunity to be honest. She didn't. She didn't keep it a stack. I cut her off. And this was around the time where I was engaged, about to get married in the next year or so. I'll never forget this day, honestly. Sky, you dropped me off at the airport. So, you know, Sky had dropped me and my friend off at the airport, and we was on our way to LA to see Tawan. Shout out to Tawan. My friend, she texted me and was like, she was supposed to be at my wedding and everything, y'all. Text me, like, you've been moving weird, and basically I can't be in your wedding no more. But mind y'all, she was talking about me. She just wasn't being a good friend to me. So I had already cut her off in my own way. People be so used to me being a certain type of way, expressing how I feel, saying what I like, what I don't like, and what I don't appreciate. But sometimes when things ain't serving you, you just gotta walk away.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Best response is no response.
Yeah, sometimes saying nothing, saying something. When the money talk, now you saying something. What you say? If you ain't get a message, that's a message.
Hey.
But she texted me that. It was like 10 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, this BITCH is really trying to ruin my day by sending me some stuff like this. Like,
Yeah.
you try to really ruin my day.
Yeah.
I looked at it, loved it. We used to share our location with each other. Like, we was really locked in. I loved the message, and I stopped sharing my location and asked if I've ever spoke to her again. Never spoke to her again because it was just like, you tried to use something so sacred to me to hurt me,
Yeah.
first off, after talking about me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, let me just cut you off. And I feel like when my friend sent me that message, she knew the old me would have called and been trying to make it right. Like, well, what's the issue? And nope, I did none of that.
Yeah.
And asked, did the girl just leave it alone? She did not leave it alone after that. Like I thought I was doing the right thing by just loving it and just walking away from it.
Yeah.
Oh, she went on to Twitter and was telling everybody. Her cousin was talking about, I got my prosperity makeup wipes from Dollar Tree. Like it just turned into this
Whole
thing. And it was like, wow, here I am trying to take the high road, really, just walking away, and you're doing all of this. Like,
Yeah.
it was just really, really, really crazy. But I was proud of myself because I felt like I really stood on business as far as I could have cussed her out.
Yeah.
I could have beat her up. I could have did just so many things just out of being hurt or just feeling betrayed. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? But I didn't. I chose to just walk away.
Yeah.
And that was big for me because, man, let that have been like, I don't know, I just feel like somebody texting you, telling you this and you that, and they was talking about you, and then say they can't be in your wedding, using your wedding.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's malicious.
It's malicious. Like, you were really trying, and then at 10 o'clock in the morning at that, you was really trying to mess my day up. But, baby, I was on my way to L.A., and it was my first time going to L.A.
Yeah.
That's the time that I stood on business.
Yeah.
And I'm proud of myself, like, because I cut that person off and I never looked back.
Yeah.
And that just showed me a lot about me, that I can cut anybody off.
Right.
I don't need nobody.
Right.
Not like that, but you know what I mean? Like, when you know who you are and you know what you bring to the table and you know that you're an asset in anything you involved in,
Yeah, you move different.
you move different.
You have a certain confidence about you because you're like,
I don't
have
need
to deal.
this.
I don't have to deal with this.
My man got 2 jobs.
I do not need this. My man has 2 jobs.
I don't gotta deal with this. No cap.
Nah, for real. So that was a time where I was really proud of myself. Like, because if you know, this person, we were really close. Like, that was my dog. You could never have told me in a few years, y'all not going to be cool no more. You're going to get married, have a kid, and this person's not going to be in your life at all. You know what I mean? But I thank God for everything. Like,
Yeah, I gotta
just
thank
thank
him for
God
the journey.
For the journey.
Yes.
For removing me. For keeping me in rooms with people that really love me and praying for me at the end of the day, really rooting for me.
Yeah.
Niggas don't be praying for niggas for real.
They don't praying on my downfall.
Yeah, praying on my downfall. Thanks. These niggas praying on my downfall.
What?
For real.
But no, really. No, standing on business isn't always easy. It isn't
It's
always
not.
something that you want to do. It's something that you go back and forth with yourself on days. One day I feel like standing on business is great. Other days I feel like, should I have done that? Or should I have moved that way? But I think going with your first mind is important. But yeah, standing on business really isn't as easy as people think it is. You know, it sounds good. But standing on business, standing business with yourself, I told myself I'm not going to do this, or I am going to do this. I'm making this commitment to myself. Because if you can't even commit to yourself, how can you commit to a
anything
spouse?
or
How can you
anybody
commit to a
else?
friendship, a work environment, anything like that? It's just staying 10 toes down with yourself and just not letting anybody, you know, play with you in that aspect. And I just think it's all about growth
I think so
too. You know, just knowing yourself and just knowing that this isn't something I'm standing for, so I'm gonna stand on it.
Right. I'm standing on it and standing against it.
Yes,
Like,
100%.
I feel like people. I know that social media is tired of standing on business, but I like it.
Yeah, I like it.
I like the standing on
positive.
business thing because it's
Pushing
and it's what you
positivity.
make it for real.
Yeah,
Stand on business with your goals, not just niggas.
not just niggas.
You know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
And now we're gonna go into the music part.
Yay! I'm
The
excited.
music segment of it. So, what songs help you stand on business? I got 3 songs. I'll be ready, y'all. I'm standing on business to that Drake 7 a.m. on Brittle Path.
Oh, period.
I don't think y'all be hearing what he said on that.
Yeah.
Like
He be spitting.
he went crazy
Drake's
on
the
that.
GOAT.
Drake, shout out to Drake.
Shout out to Drizzy, Aubrey.
Cause he went crazy.
Yeah.
He went crazy on that one. Like,
And I feel like he always drops at the perfect time, too.
it'd be perfect timing.
Be perfect.
Whew, that
Yeah.
song. Play that song, y'all. My second song, Moneybag Yo, If Pain Was a Person.
Yes. Why you expect me to be loyal to you if you ain't loyal to me? I really don't get that.
Wrong.
Yeah.
I don't wanna be
You
right.
know,
Hey,
hey.
he slid on that
He
too.
did slide on that. Shout out
He
to Moneybag Yo.
Woo! Don't let me get on here trying to rewrite
Right,
the
right.
songs.
I'm
He
like-
said they forgot about me, amnesia.
Hey.
And then I'm going Gunna, Back to the Moon.
Hey.
You don't fuck with me, don't do what I do. Think he the one, but he really the 2. I'm sending the cleanest through.
Hey.
That's my 3.
Yeah.
What's your 3, Sky?
When I'm standing on business.
Standing on bitterness. Standing on bitterness.
I don't have any specific songs.
Yeah.
But I might throw on some old Hove.
Okay,
Some
period.
old Jay-Z, like when he in his bag, very
Rock boys in the building
within the night.
Oh, what I'm feeling.
And I'm feeling life.
Hey.
You ain't even gotta bring your purses out.
We the-
Yeah, drinks is on the house. We in the
house.
house.
Hey,
But,
shout out to my dad, cause my dad stay playing the Jeezy.
Yes.
Hope he's home.
Hey, shout out to Hope. He really get it going. But I'm any Babyface Ray. I really like Babyface Ray. I feel
You
like
do.
people don't really listen to what this man is saying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I feel like he's such a humble person. So
Yeah, he is.
When I'm standing on business, I'm listening to some Babyface Ray, throwing some Peasy. Shout out to
Oh,
Detroit.
yeah. My girl she from Cleveland. She really from the D.
Man, I'm from.
She from the dirty D for real.
My people at 7 Mile.
She love Detroit music.
No, but Detroit definitely got its own sound, and I shout out to all my Detroit people I met in Toledo because because they really put us on to the
Nah,
Detroit
facts.
sound
We used to
first.
be in the club.
Yeah, and we was like, why do y'all rap so like da 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 da? And now it's the
funny 'cause
wave
now. I was just about to
It's
say,
the wave
like now it's
so,
like
shout out to
everybody.
Detroit. They really
Yeah, shout
got
out to
the
D.
music scene on the map right now. I can respect it.
For sure.
I can respect it. But I like standing on business. I like feeling like accomplishing something by
Yes.
standing on, and whether it's just, you know, I said I wasn't gonna do something, I'm not gonna do it, or really just moving forward with what I said I was gonna do. You know, standing on business is rewarding. You know what I mean? It's a
is.
rewarding thing to do.
And I feel like it's easy to stand on business when you treat people right.
Yes, easily, because you're being real. I don't
You
have
being
to
yourself.
fake. Like,
I'm just being me.
yes, I'm just being me. You know what I mean? And if you are throwing out fake energy, like being fake nice or fake concerned or fake interested, it's never going to turn out in the result that you're looking for because
'Cause
you're
it ain't
faking
real.
it. It's not authentic.
It
It's
ain't
real.
real.
My best advice to anybody is just be yourself, man. You know what I mean? I feel like that's something I've really learned within the last couple of years is, you know I'm different. I know I'm built different. I'm wired different. I'm cut from a different cloth. I don't like the same typical shit that everybody likes, and that's okay,
It's
though.
okay.
You know, and then just finding people that are okay with who you are. You don't have to. Some people only like when you're being X,
This
Y, and
version of
Z.
yourself.
Ooh, but if you get to being a little, I don't really fuck with.
I don't mess with her when she be on her period.
I need people unconditional, right? Unconditional love is
Yeah.
unconditional. You know, no matter what the day is, anything like that. And I just feel like people don't really express that a lot. It's like, if you're not giving me exactly what I can get from you, then fuck you. And I just don't feel like that's not how life should be, you know?
I also feel like standing on business is setting boundaries.
Yes.
Too.
You gotta set them
Woo,
boundaries.
set them boundaries.
You're not about to do that.
You're not. And if you are,
Jeez. Especially if you
this.
speak on it, honestly.
like, if I done told you, hey, I don't like when you do X, Y, and Z, and you still do X, Y, and Z,
in that order.
and then and now I'm wrong because I cut you off.
Yeah.
No.
Right.
So I feel like it's important to set boundaries too. Like I feel like standing on business is also setting boundaries.
It
And
is.
standing on them boundaries that you said.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Important, man. It really is. Because people will play with you. You
People
let
will.
people slide, they'll start
They
skating.
we is not at the Fun Factory.
No, you ain't about to be playing games with me, man. And I think people like taking advantage of people. They see how far somebody will care or how many times they'll pull up or how many, and then they start expecting that out of people. My best thing that I learned is don't expect shit out of anybody.
No expectation, no letdown.
Yeah, no disappointments. Because it's like you're only liking something when it fits into this box that you've created. You're not really enjoying it. You're only enjoying it if it's what you expected it to be. That's not life. You'll be miserable in this life if you are looking to always get what you expected something to be. I've been disappointed and let down so many times, but it's been so much better stuff on the other side of what I thought I wanted.
Right.
That
Then
I
it
just be
worked
chilling.
out. Yeah, you'd be like, it's cool. Thank you.
It wasn't for me, but
Yep.
thanks. You know.
Nah, facts. So don't forget to stand on business every day. Not just when you mad at your nigga.
And not when it just sounds good
and
for
when
the
it
gram.
sound good and look good, man. Stand on business day in and day out with yourself. Hold yourself accountable. Hold other people accountable. Set boundaries. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, it feel good to stand on business when you do what you say you gonna do. That's a
Exactly.
good feeling. My mom always told me, be a woman of your word.
Integrity.
You know what I mean? Don't be saying you're going to do X, Y, and Z if you're not going to do it for real, because then it make people look at you a certain type of way. Now I don't respect you. I don't respect your
because
word.
I can't. Yeah, your word is everything.
And your word is all you got.
And if you can't do something, communicate that. I feel like that's
Mm-hmm.
a very big piece. Is like if you said meet you here at 11 o'clock,
Mm-hmm.
don't text me at 10:55 saying, I actually ain't gonna make it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Stand on business and be like, look, you knew you wasn't about
And
to
be
mess with me
accountable.
the day before. You should have just texted me
shoulda
the
texted me the
day
day you
before.
knew.
So
Woo,
yeah,
message.
yeah,
Stop wasting people's time and then wonder why they don't want to mess with you no more either.
exactly.
They standing on business.
Yeah,
Them not messing with you no more.
it's standing on business.
It's them standing on business.
And stop taking it personal.
For real. Some stuff don't even be about nobody else. Like, I need for people
about
to stop
me.
making everything about them. Sometimes it's just about me.
It's about me.
Like, it ain't about nothing nobody else did or said. You know what I mean?
It's just about me. So
Stop taking stuff personal and stand on business.
that's a
Stand on
word.
biz naive.
Biz naive. Shout out to Scribe.
Shout out to Scrappy. But I hope you guys like that episode. That concludes the end of this episode.
Yes.
Y'all let me know in the comments or however y'all want to let me know how y'all stand on business. When the
Yes.
time where you had to stand on business.
Yes.
Follow me on Instagram at Samia_Mia. Sky, where can they follow you at?
You can follow me at Sky SKYE the limit, and then 2 underscores on the gram.
Period. I'll put it on the screen if you're watching on YouTube.
Yes.
Thank you again for tuning in. Like I said, this is the Prosperity Podcast, and we'll be back again for another episode. Bye.
Peace.